Hey guys, it's spring here. And no, not the season. It's not springtime in Alaska. But yep, the season. Yeah, my name is Spring, okay? Let's move past that. Life in Alaska is anything but typical. Now, I was born and raised in Ketchikan, Alaska, and sometimes you find yourself doing things that you never thought you would, could, or should, but especially as life as a business owner, you have to make things work. Living in rural Alaska means that we have to go without some resources or even types of services. So today, thanks to the help of my friends Marshall and Dakota, we're making an epoxy floor. Have we done this before? No. Did we try to find experts to do this for me? Absolutely. All of which started to explain the travel expenses, airfare, hotel to come here and do it, mobilization fees for their crew, etc. And I decided, well, I guess I'm learning how to pour epoxy floors. But before we get too deep into this floor, let me backpedal a little bit and just tell you, if you're just now joining us, Jeremy and I bought a building. Yes, we bought a building and we've been working on it for several months to get it up to a clean standard that we need in order to operate our type of business, North Creative Design, a award-winning design and print company located here in Ketchikan, Alaska. The goal of our epoxy floor is to have a surface that we can actually keep clean. This porous, dusty concrete just isn't doing it for us. So you can see I love the color black. I picked black as the base for our floor, and we had to add this part B, the activator, to our base. Now guys, the pressure has really been on. Not only is my technician showing up in 3 days from Seattle, I've never done this before. We have heavy machinery we have to move in. We only have a 25-minute working time on this mixture to get on the floor, get it spread out, rolled out as far as we can. So there's a lot of moving parts and things that go into this process, especially considering this move was not planned. So here you can see that 2-gallon bucket actually went quite far, and we started adding the flake by throwing it up in the air and having it land at like a medium density. We were pretty thrilled with ourselves. As you can see, I don't know what Marshall was doing here. Oh, he was getting me my drink. Don't let the ballerina shoes fool you. Those were spiky slippers and they were so freaking slippery. I actually fell wearing those. It was actually pretty tough. Now, we have to leave some room and work very fast because we have to feather this into the other section we just poured. But we're feeling confident. We got one bucket down. We thought it went great. And over time, those flakes, what they're going to do is they're going to settle into this thick kind of tar-like paint that we're putting on the floor. Have I mentioned that our warehouse is 3,000 square feet? That's just the production area. That's just the main floor. We also needed offices, so we added 1,380 square feet up above with a podcast room, a YouTube studio, my drawing studio. We have a spare office, a kitchenette, and another break room. We're starting to get this down really quick, but the reason we only have 25 minutes to get this all spread out and the flakes on is because it's gonna start to cure that quickly. Now soon we're about to run into a problem when it comes to the curing time and the scheduling of when I have my technician coming. We'll go over that here in a minute. If you're new to this channel, my name is Spring and I'm the owner and award-winning graphic designer of North Creative, a design and multimedia company I founded with my husband Jeremy here in Ketchikan, Alaska, my hometown, in 2015. We offer so many creative services and we service all of Southeast Alaska, and we even have clients ranging from Anchorage all the way to the peninsulas. Our core services are graphic design and marketing for just about any type of project or business you may have, apparel printing like hoodies, hats, tees, and think tote bags, digital printing like business cards, booklets, annual reports, waterproof stickers, and so much more. And when we're not vlogging for YouTube, professional photography and videography. We love the cinematic stuff. There's literally nothing I can't design, but really what keeps us going is our passion for creativity and entrepreneurship. Our fire stays lit by making something out of nothing and doing it really, really well while concentrating our visions and our efforts on our clients' end goals. We simply want to see our fellow small businesses succeed, and one of those requirements is looking the part, educating your audience, and most importantly, telling your story. North Creative can help you do that. Now, after a little shameless self-plug, I see that the floor is really coming together and it is starting to look like we're halfway through. And one value that's really important to us is family first. So we always try to encourage the kids to participate in anything and everything that we're doing whenever possible. Now, we have to at least let this harden for 24 hours before we're allowed to come back in and do the top coat. This was like milk. This is the top coat that we decided to put on to seal it all together and just make it easier to clean. We did this after scraping off any excess flakes. Now remember that little problem I had mentioned to you earlier about the cure time? Well, I swear I was instructed when purchasing this product that the entire process would take 72 hours. I allocated 3 days for this project before my technician came in. Now this project was a massive undertaking, doing things we've never done before. We've done everything we could to align schedules across many various contractors, technicians, electricians, and shipping and lead times on some of these specialty materials. Then I got this little thing called instructions and a follow-up email when I purchased all the bases, activators, scrapers, rollers, spiky shoes, and flakes, which I decided to not read until I was actually starting the project. Go me. It said 72 hours just on the top coat to have a solid cure before heavy industrial traffic. At least 72 hours. Just one of my print machines is over 3,000 pounds when all assembled. So if your math matches my math, we were already a day behind, guys. We worked through the night. I think the last night we were there until like 2 a.m. to get this all done. And I am just here to say thank you to Dakota and Marshall for having my back, jumping in, figuring this out when we didn't know how, having the right attitude, like, can't be that hard, and just knocking it out and getting it done so we can start to get moved into this place. Notice I didn't say unpack. So let's get ready for some before and afters. And here is the before. Thank you to Jeremy's longtime friend Bill Meck, who helped us first scuff up these floors to ensure that our epoxy system would actually stick to it. And here she is. We did a glossy top coat, which we actually added a medium grit sand to make it less slippery but still easy to clean. I think it looks amazing. I do see some areas in the top coat that went on a little too heavy, but that's something we can address at another time. Did we make it before the technician, guys? Thanks for watching. Now what's gonna come next? Subscribe for more.